Hey everyone, and welcome back. We are back at the auction today, so we're going to take a look at everything we are selling for the auction. We're going to talk about what we bought afterwards and talk about a few other things. So, if you're new here, my name is Andrew. I'm a vintage reseller and collector. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get notified of new videos when I put them out twice a week. So let's get into it. Hey guys, we're back at the auction. We're gonna check out the outside stuff, then go inside. Sorry, there's somebody mowing right behind me, so that's some wrought iron patio furniture, which if you cleaned it up and painted it wouldn't be bad at all. A nice grill, wheelbarrow. Now I got a truck with a squeaky transmission coming up behind me too, so bear with me. That's an older piece. Got a few chips and hairlines. Some cool bracelets. Cool stool. Zeman. Gotta remember that. It's been a while. Some more useful stuff. This is a flying mower. I'd be curious to see how that, there's no wheels, it hovers. I'd be curious to see how that works. Lots of construction stuff. There's some old metal wash tubs, a nice bird bath, an old chair, some flower pots. So let's go inside and see what we can find. You'll have to bear with me. It's very loud in here with the fans. So I apologize for the noise. There's a great old metal cabinet back there. Lots of little stands and end tables. These great little birdhouses. I mean, there's probably 2, 4, about 8 little chairs here. There's some more up there. There's a big old owl lamp. Maybe. I already have 2 that I have to sell, so we'll see. By the way, all this came from that estate, that private estate I picked up. This is the stuff that they hauled in. So then we have all this stuff. A dining room set. Some interesting things here. I like this marble stand, but the top came off. There's a big old church pedestal. Just to give you an idea too, we picked up all these massage tables at a place that went out of business. So we're going to be selling all these July 14th. So if you're local, come by and check them out. But there's all sorts of tables, machines. Good time for all. I like this guy here. I think he's pretty cool. But today it's only about 80, say 85, 90 degrees in the building. So let's see here. There's not too much in the box lot room this week because they're getting ready for the 4th of July, and I'll take you over there and show you that because I won't be here for that. But let's see. So all the furniture that you see back there is going to be sold on the 4th of July. But there are typical box slots here. What's in here? Christmas wreaths. So yeah, all this furniture back here is going to be sold on the 4th of July. Wait till you see some of the pieces of furniture coming up here. They came out of this one house. It's very interesting. And I'll show you the rest of it on the other side here. So this is pretty much what we have in box lots. If you look over here, you see the purple velvet love seats. or thrones, I call them. But all this, that came out of one house. They're going to be selling these pedal cars, which we can actually go over and look. But we're going to be selling all these pedal cars from the 4th of July. And then this all came out of the house with the purple sofas and thrones and everything. These lamps, they're insane. Capodimonte. It's very specific. So if this is your cup of tea and you're available, check out the website. I mean, who doesn't need a Capodimonte fountain with a mermaid in your living room? Everybody does. Or this giant horse lamp with the matching shade. This boy holding the lamp. Or this large peacock mirror. The peacock sits here, just to give you an idea. So that is what we have for the 4th of July in this room. And I showed you the box lots. So we're going to go check out our old stage here. And then I'm going to take you over to the skating rink and show you what's over there for the 4th of July. So stay tuned here. So a lot of people have said about the noise, and it's a very old building that does not have air conditioning. So the only way to cool it down is open doors and windows and use fans. So we have fans all over the place. But let's get into it. This is a really nice set of transferware with the brown and white. That's pretty neat. Not my thing, but very neat. I do like the paint by numbers. I think that's pretty cool. I like this little bunny. He's pretty cool. This little tin tray trolley cart, that's really neat too. I like that. Just all sorts of stuff. This I really like, this little guy and these Valentine's Day cards. Well, maybe they're not all Valentine's Day. There's a few. We'll see if that goes for. But lots of old school toys. We got the old Wolverine stoves back there. The original Legos, probably from when I was a kid. We got some vintage clothing down here. What do we got? Oh, that's Dooney and Burke. I like that. That might be the only one I like. That one's damaged. I do like this one. Let's check it out some more. That's an older one. Is it a real one? I don't know. We'll see. We got some coats and stuff over here. Let me fix these purses up. These are old varsity jackets. The E.T. extraterrestrial Christmas wrap. That's pretty neat. There's all sorts of cool little tins and whatnot. Lighters, pens, glasses. Now, here's all the train stuff. There's a lot of train stuff. And I know some people are very excited about this, so the train guys are into it. And then there's the clock stuff. There's some cute little cuckoo clocks, but they tend to bring pretty good prices, so I like this one, but I have one similar to that listed right now on eBay. I haven't gotten any hits on it yet. Now this is more my cup of tea. I like that. Don't ask why, I like it. I do like that little oil painting, that's kind of cute. I like this basket. I won't be into that. Maybe that one too. I did like these plates, but they're chipped, so I don't think I can do anything with those. But what is this thing? That I like. It's interesting enough. Even this little piece of Navajo pottery is kind of interesting. And that's, you know me and my stoneware, I like that. I do like that wall hanging down there. Is there anything in here for Sarah? Looks like a lot of sweaters. I might bid on that for her. Jewels. A lot of jewels. There's some nicer pieces in here, but those guys, they pay top dollar for stuff, so I don't know. It's hard to get stuff. There's a lot of sterling in here. That's interesting with the ducks, but I don't know. It's tough. Like, I like this piece here, but it's sterling, so it'll bring some bucks. I like this for Sarah. She'll like that. I do like those blankets in the chenille. Lots of milk glass. I like the bud vase. I will say that. But what's over here? This is a good table. We got Pyrex. We got glass everywhere. I do like these. They're a little worn, but I still like them. I really like this piece here. That's a really pretty piece. What is this? This is France. That's interesting too. So I guess we'll see how it all progresses, and I'll show you over here. Lots of postcards, photos, all sorts of stuff. I've only been in here, what, 5 minutes, and I'm already sweating bullets. So we're going to wrap this part up, and then I'll show you what I ended up buying. Oh, I'm going to take you over and show you the stuff for the 4th of July. So, yeah, we'll stick that in there too, so stay tuned. All right, we'll start on this front table here. So we got all these trucks and some cast iron skillets. Now, usually the 4th of July stuff brings a little bit more money than the standard stuff, so... Oh, there's a pom-pom tree. I would normally leave bids on that, but I don't even think I'll be able to get that. But look at that nice quilt there. So we'll go back over this way. Loads of peanut butter glasses. Some occupied Japan pieces. I really like this little clock, and this is, so I'm going to take some pictures because I think I'm going to leave some bids. But look at all the tins and whatnot. And then over here, lots of props. This cool brass deer over here, he's huge. Lots of pressed glass. In there. Candlewood. Let's spin over here. There's some really interesting pieces of opalescent there. Some Christmas items. I like this thing here. Maybe that too. So I'll take a picture of that. There's ornaments, which I have plenty of ornaments right now. These character glasses. There's a ton of those. And then more trains. Lots more trains. Trains go the whole way over there. There's some more glass. I do like these things here, a couple of those. Take a picture of that. All sorts of different platters and spoons. Quilts. Now these are, they're newer quilts, so I don't think I'm gonna leave a bit on those. Some salt and pepper shaker. Now, I do like these guys, so I'll take a picture of those. These are really interesting with the bunnies on them. Who makes them? Arthur Court. I like those. Call me crazy. And look at all this stuff here. I like this one. So I'll take a picture of her. This is all Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Those are cute right there. I like those. Take a picture of those. Oh. And you know me, I like the linens, so let me take a gander through here. Yeah, I'll bet on those. Cool. But yeah, there's some really interesting stuff here. And then we've got a couple pieces here. These great aluminum tumblers. So, we shall see. All I can say is, wow. To start off with, we seem to have been in a bubble. We were very lucky because some storms came through and hit Carlisle. And I'm talking streets were 2 feet deep with water. It was bad. I saw pictures. Trees were down, uprooted. There was golf-sized balls of hail coming down all around us. And for some reason, this little stretch between my house and the auction, we got a little bit of rain, but nothing else. So we were very fortunate. So I'm very grateful for that. It was hot. It was another hot one. As you saw in the video, I was starting to sweat profusely, and I did. But it was a really, really rough sale. And I got to be honest with you, there was many times I looked around the room at other resellers that I know and have known for years and respect, and just the facial expressions of what things were selling for. It was one of those nights that if we wanted to go, I could have gone home and gotten stuff and pulled it off of eBay and made double the money of what I'm selling it for. There were people there I have never seen before. They were spending crazy amount of money. There was a girl there that was taking pictures of things, and the jewelry came up, and we had those 3 boxes of jewelry, like the one big box. She outbid the jewelry guys, and that never happens. They know it's there, they know what it weighs, they do all that work, and I think a couple of them figured were playing on her stupidity, and they ran her up. I could see it in their faces. My Christmas nemesis was there, but she didn't buy too much. She came for the Pyrex. She's starting to get back into Pyrex, I think. The Pyrex, the set of yellow and green bowls from the 80s, $125. The 3 pieces of Crazy Daisy, the lasagna pan, I think it was like $110 for that. I just can't. I tried to buy Sarah some clothes. The girl that bought the jewelry, she bought the box of clothes for $35. I don't think it was worth that. I didn't get my little pixie. That went for, it was on the tray with the little bunny, the pixie, and then that grandma doll. That went for $25. I couldn't do anything with that. But I got a couple things. I did get a couple things. I was very fortunate. I did get some stuff. To start out with, the first thing I bought, and I couldn't pass it by, I got to clean it up, this adorable little Ohio Art cart. It's got this little wheel on the back, you know, these rubber wheels. It's cute. I mean, it really is cute. I think somebody out there will really appreciate it. I think I maybe paid $10 for this, so I thought that was fair. And then I just waited a while because everything else was just money, money, money. I bought something really unique, and I thought for $2, I'm going to take a chance. Who doesn't like a giant hoagie pitcher? I thought that was really neat. I'm going to put this in my booth, and it goes on and on. It's like 3 feet tall. So it's like one of those things. It's signed B. Johnson, but I thought it was really cool. Framed nicely. But for $2, I thought, I can't go wrong with that. Did get the blankets and everything. So I got this lovely Mexican blanket, which looks like it was dry cleaned, with the great colors. I love these things. So I'll put this one online. It seems to be in really good shape. This as well, this older tapestry style blanket. I really like the colors in it. It's like grays and pinks, and we'll just show you here, but yeah. I think these were dealers things. I think there's evidence of price tags. And I did get the chenille blanket, which seems to be in really good shape. Before I say that, I was like, is there a hole? No. But I did get the chenille. Let's see if I can show you here. It's got some pattern to it. I think it looks like it's got flowers on it. I think I paid, I don't know. I have to look at the bill. I was in shock. My friend Todd, who deals in Pyrex, he was just looking at the faces, and his face was priceless. I wish I'd taken a picture of it, but it was pretty funny. Glass-wise, I picked up the milk glass vase. There was actually a tray lot. So the milk glass vase had these, and I've sold these before and done really well with them, the porcelain Italian flowers with the plastic. So I'll sell these. But it had those in them. And then it had this piece of very interesting French glass. There's partial sticker on it. I think it says BAVEL France. I gotta look into it and see, but that was on there. And this gorgeous piece of purple. This is stunning, this lavender piece. And I think I paid $20 for those 3 or 4 things, but I mean, look at that. That is absolutely stunning. I did get the polka dot glasses. So I got a set of 7 of these, and they're pretty great. I paid $22 for them, but I love the pink and the gold polka dots. I mean, I think these are going to do well. I got to look them up. I just know that I used to sell similar glasses, and they always did well for me, so I thought that was a good price. I did get the baskets. Surprisingly, I thought I was going to have to pay through the nose. This is a really nice basket with the purple. Very well done. I think this should do pretty well. This little pot one, that's pretty neat. And this pine needle basket was very nicely done too. Looks darker on the screen. I gotta change the light bulb in here. It's getting dark, so. And I did get the paint by number. with the Western scene on it. So I picked that up. If Sarah wants it, she can have it. But yeah, all in all, it was tough. If I can't stress this enough, and we were just talking about this before I left. If you want to get into this business and you want to do the resale thing, pick something and focus on it and learn about it. Do not use Google Image to figure out prices, because that's not accurate. You got to look at sold comps, and I can't emphasize enough. Do not walk into an auction house and just start bidding crazy prices on stuff if you are not 100% sure. I watched people tonight, and I watched individuals that come on a regular basis that have been for years. There was one guy there buying a bunch of the clocks, and one of the regulars who buys clocks periodically, he just had this look of disgust on his face, and he just ran the heck out of this guy and paid crazy money for the stuff. Same thing with the jewelry guy and the young lady that bought all the jewelry and stuff. It doesn't pay you to go in and ruffle feathers, because you'll pay for it, literally. So, you know, I'm fortunate. I got some things. I got a couple things I wanted. I didn't get, you know, you don't always get everything. So, the 4th of July stuff, I'm gonna look some of that stuff up, see what it sells for. I have a feeling I'm not gonna get anything, just because I know how things sell. That's one of those sales that you get people that come because they're off for the day. They want to go to an auction. They want to try something new, get carried away with it. And I've sold things there before. I probably should have taken some stuff in. I probably would have made out really well with it. So, but we'll see. I'm going to look at some stuff. Was there anything that I absolutely had to have that I couldn't live without? No. Is there stuff that I would like? Sure. So I'll do my research. Again, do your research and see what I can, and if I don't get it for a reasonable price, then so be it. But that's where we're at. So I hope you liked what I bought tonight. If you saw something in the video that you thought I probably would have bought and I didn't buy it, it's because it went for too much money. I'll just tell you that right now. So if you like anything, check out my eBay store. Links is in the description below. If you don't see it, leave me a comment or shoot me a message and I'll try to get to it. If it's shippable, I usually try to get it on there. Sometimes some things are too big or too heavy to ship, and it costs more to ship it than it's actually worth. So, but we can chat. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.